April Fools. As I walked into Principal Taylor's office, I wondered who glued Mrs. Shoemaker to her chair. It would have been a hilarious April Fool's prank if the old faded glue bottle hadn't been hidden in my desk. My best friend Sarah sits on a bench in the office with other students, crying like a baby. I didn't write those things, she moans, tears streaming down her face. I was practicing my tuba all morning. She explains how someone wrote nasty messages about Mr. Kendall on the board in her handwriting. Each of the other students is in trouble for more prank they claim they didn't commit. Someone covered the gym floor with vegetable oil and blocked the toilets in the bathrooms with handfuls of dead leaves. Someone stuck old bologna under the cafeteria tables, so the whole place stinks like a garbage dump. The phone rings, and Mrs. Nathan, the secretary, answers it and swiftly hangs up. All morning, kids keep calling and laughing, she says. After a while, Principal Taylor comes out of his office. You've all been very busy, he begins. Sarah starts denying everything, and the rest of us follow suit. Principal Taylor waves his hands to silence us, but as he is about to speak, the phone rings. Miss Nathan answers it with an abrupt hello. She points to Sarah and says, "It's for you." Sarah takes the phone and says, "Hello. I can barely hear you. Jake, is that you?" When my little brother's name is mentioned, I go to the phone and Sarah cradles it between us so I can listen. Basement find RT. It's a young boy's voice, but I can't tell if it's Jake's. Basement find the RT. He repeats before the phone suddenly floods with laughing children and then goes dead. I've spoken with your teachers, and they have some pretty compelling evidence. Mr. Taylor continues as a punishment. You will stay after school until all these pranks are cleaned up. We are grown, and a few of us offer more protests of our innocence. I'll call all your parents to inform them. You'll be remaining late on school grounds today, and why? Now returns to class. As Sarah and I shuffle down the hallway, she groans, I'm in so much trouble. What was with that phone call? I asked. We've heard that creepy laughter before. I was trying not to think about it, Sarah whispers. It seems to follow us. The voice said we need to look around the basement. No way I'm going down there, Sarah hisses. The principal thinks we were in class, and our teacher thinks we're in office. So now's the perfect time. Sarah whimpers. But she followed me as we sneak to the basement doors. We have to be quiet in case the janitors are down there, I say. Surprisingly, the doors are open. Sarah and I squeeze inside, listening to the water rush through the old pipes around us and fluorescent lights buzz overhead. We quickly descend the stairs. The basement is huge, with many walls hidden in darkness. Sarah points to the other side of the room, and we split up to start looking around. I walk slowly past the shelves. shelves filled with old textbooks and sporting equipment, but find nothing. Looking over, I see Sarah stop, eyes widen as she covers her mouth to stifle a scream. A scream to the opposite side of the basement. Sarah points to in front of her and whispers, "I saw someone's over there." "A janitor?" I ask. She shakes her head, and that's when I hear the footsteps, as if someone is rushing past us. Sarah grabs my arm, and we take a few steps forward. Then a few more. Something moves in the shadows in front of us, and I move to follow it. My foot hits something soft, and I reach down and feel lumps under thin clothes. I think I hear laughter, but it could just be the furnaces or something grabbing onto the cloth. I pull a lot back into the light. Somewhere behind us, a little girl laughs, and then other off to our right. "Hey, is someone down there?" "No kids allowed in the basement," a gentle voice called. We grabbed the bag. The janitor walked the room, shining a flashlight back and forth. When he shines his light away from us, Sarah and I sneak quickly and quietly behind the shelves and up the stairs. That was close, I say. When we reached the safety of the hallway, I dropped the duffel bag and unzipped it. "This is Rob Turtle's duffel bag. His initials RT are on the straps," I say. "Inside are old cans that say cooking oil on the side and a paper wrapper glued to the side of the bag that smells really awful. A rough burlap sack, holstered, leaves and sticks, and half buried. I fed an Asian-looking pair of scissors. "I think I've seen those scissors before," Sarah says, staring at them. I hand the scissors to Sarah. "This doesn't tell us who the laughing kids are, but it looks as if Rob Turtles farmed as us. He said he lost his gym bag the other day." Sarah replies in a hollow. "He also said that his would be the best April Fool's Day ever." I say, "What do we do now? If we give the bag to Principal Taylor, he'll think we're trying to make Rob look bad." Sarah says, "Let's leave it in the cafeteria." I suggest. "Someone will turn it into the lost and found." We leave the bag in the stinking cafeteria and return to class. After lunch, Rob Turtle is called to the office, and as they progress, more students are found with evidence of the pranks. Someone put dirt in the coffee in the teacher's lounge and made all the lights flickers in the east wing. At the end of the day, Principal Taylor has corralled a surprising numbers of students in clean-up duty. Rob, Sarah, and I are assigned to the cafeteria. "How did you arrange all these pranks?" I asked Rob. "You must have been in school all night." "I didn't, and I don't know where the stuff came from." I accidentally left my bag in the hollow a few days ago. He replies, "I had some pretty amazing pranks planned though." Sarah and I share a look. Neither of us believed him. But it's also true that he couldn't have done this alone. When we finish, we wait for our parents in the office. We hear Miss Nathan answer the phone. "Those laughing kids again," she yells. "I'll be so happy when this day is over."